Hello, Wednesday 26th November. We're actually working on trying to get this propeller shaft centred. So just to explain what we have, this is our old propeller shaft. It is going to be replaced because it's very worn, not really long enough now for what we're doing. There is the stern tube, so that's about 1 metre long, and at the far end is a cutlass bearing that's water lubricated. And what we have to do is get this centred in that tube so that the bearings don't wear out. At this end we've got a thrust bulkhead that we've built, and bolted to the thrust bulkhead will be this part of the Aquadrive flexible coupling. So that will not be at all flexible in terms of it needs to be bolted to here exactly in the right place for that to be centred. That's the goal. We've got a real problem with access. We've had to take off our 2 cockpit drains. That's what those are for. We've got our temporary drain from the galley there. That's in the way. And the device that we've built needs to be made a bit less high. I can't quite fit it underneath far enough away from this thrust bulkhead to give space for this. So I'm going to have to remodel this a little bit, shorten that bolt, thin that timber down just so that it takes up less height. The other thing that we've got to do before we do any of that is that when we fitted this, to make sure it was aligned properly, we bolted a coupling to it and onto the propeller shaft. So there's the remains of 2 bolts that got epoxied in there, and the head's on this side. So first step is grind those off, then adjust that, and then we can try to get this in exactly the right place. That's what we're working on.
No problem.
It's only going to take 5 minutes, and I've only put it off for 3 years. So let's get on with it.
Bye.